hip replacements came on the market a little bit before knee replacement, modern day knee replacements. And a hip replacement will work. When it got started, you were in the hospital for almost a month, and you can't do this. And we were only going to do this in like the much elderly patients because you don't have a lot of options if we run into problems, and you could be really stuck. And when you look at how the field has progressed, now the majority of my hip and knee replacements, we let them go home that afternoon. And people are like, well, how do you do that? And it's because over the course of decades, you have all these engineers working on better ways to make the implants or better types of instrumentations to change how we put the implants in, right? And the surgeons, we're figuring out like how do we preoperatively, how do we plan better? If you have a patient, how can we really make sure that they're optimized as much as possible so we avoid problems? When we're in the OR, what can we do to minimize any complications that we're seeing and improve our technique? And then when you're out of the OR, what can we be doing to improve the recovery process? And every year it's like crowdsourcing. You have all these people trying just a little bit of some different variations on what we're already doing. And you figure out, this works really well. And so that gets adopted by the field. And then 2 years later, like all the little different variations from that approach. And all these tiny little changes really add up in a decade to make a big difference. And then it's 2 decades later, and so, hip replacements worked really well initially, but we're so much better at them. And they do a whole lot better now because of all these small little modifications that it's like the ultimate open source engineering.